Hi and welcome. I am Kola, co-founder of Sublime Trading. We specialize in helping high salary earners and CEOs get consistent returns in the stock market using a simple trend following strategy in just 60 minutes a week. Hi and welcome as you all come into the live stream. So in today's video, if you've been following us for a while, you will notice that we have some posts on the US dollar, Japanese yen. So I'm going to do a follow-up on that Forex pair. I'm also going to have a look at some other Forex pairs as well as the dollar index. And if you have any charts you want to go through, then feel free to type them in the chat box and I will look at those charts today. So I'm going to just show the full screen. Okay, we have the three screens set up. The top left hand chart here is the monthly time frame. The top right hand chart is the weekly time frame, and the chart along the bottom is the daily time frame. So starting off with the monthly time frame, we can see that January has got off to a good start so far. Nice sized bullish candle. We're only 6 days into the month, and we can already see prices starting to move back to the upside. We had this strong move up from January 2021 all the way up to October 2022. So if we measure how big that move was, it was from this low to the high. It was a move of around 47%. So a nice strong move over the course of February to let's get rid of that. January to October 2022. And then we had this decline. So price reached a peak. So at the 150 round number in October, price reached its high and then started to decline. It has now moved down to the current price of 11%, just under 12% decline so far. So we've seen a pullback, which is normal when we've seen such a nice strong move. Price will usually correct. The buyers become exhausted and price comes down to support resumption. Let's move either way, either to the downside or the upside. So we're just going to have a closer look on the lower time frame to see what price is actually doing now. So the weekly time frame, the orange line here is the 50s and the black line is the 200 simple moving average. So prices declined to the 50 simple moving average, came down and used this zonal area as support. The trend for the colors and grey candles, areas of consolidation, pullbacks, and also deep. So here we see price price change colors from green to grey to red, and this indicates a deep decline. This also could turn into a bearish move, but because price has now found support and starting to look bullish, we may see a resumption to the upside. And if price does resume this bullish move, we can see all this clear space price has to move, so we could see a nice strong bullish move and easy profit on the table. On the daily time frame, the trend filter colors are grey at the moment. We did see some red candles, and we also saw red on the weekly, and we've seen a lot of red candles here on the daily time frame, but the bars have now turned grey. So going back to my earlier streams, I drew in these lines. So this is resistance at 1.34. 134.56, and this is support at 130.57. So I did mention that we're waiting for a break and close either below support or above resistance. Remember, not just a break. We want to see a break and close. We want to see a strong bullish move beyond these levels, because as you can see on January the 3rd, price did move below this support level, but was unable to close below the support level. So that tells us that this is likely to hold as support and we're likely to see a move to the upside. We're now waiting for, as price started to move to the upside, we're now waiting for a break and close above this resistance. Today has seen a move above this point, but the sellers have now pulled price back down. If we fail to see a close above resistance, then we may well see another attempt towards this level of support. So if I just change the chart to a line chart. So this line chart goes through all the close. We can clearly see that price did not close below support and has not closed above resistance. So always wait for the break and also the close beyond levels. A break and close gives us that confirmation that price is likely to continue moving in that direction. So if we have a break and close above resistance, we're likely to see further moves up. If we have a break and close below support, we're likely to see further moves to the downside. So this support level has now changed. And this is at a level of 129.51. So if we have a break and close below this level, then we could see further bearish moves for the US dollar Japanese yen. At the moment, it's still in limbo, still bouncing in between highs and lows. So we need to wait for a confirming break and close. If there are any questions regarding the US dollar Japanese yen, then feel free to message me in the live chat and I will be able to answer your questions while we are on air. So next I want to have a look at the dollar index. Whichever direction the dollar index is moving, we're likely to see the US dollar Japanese yen and other US dollar related pairs follow suit as well. So let's have a look at the dollar index, see where that is at. We're seeing a bullish move for January. Prices bounced off this zonal area. So this was the previous consolidation zone, and we had the resistance, which is resistance of this zone, which is now support. So price did dip below this support level and back into consolidation in December, but we're seeing a quick sharp reversal this year, which is what we wanted to see. We want to see a nice quick move back out of consolidation, and now we want to see the resumption of the bull trend that we saw previously. On the weekly time frame, similar to the US dollar Japanese yen, price found support around the 50 simple moving average, and we're seeing a bullish move this week. If price closes today above the 50 simple moving average, that's a plus, and we should continue to see moves to the upside. And on the daily time frame, the trend filter here is green, and so we're starting to see small bullish moves. We now want to see, because we have the 200 simple moving average above price, we want to see a move above this level, because this could act as resistance. Price could come up to this level, fail to break above, and then start to decline as well. And so this is the US dollar Japanese yen, sorry, the US dollar index. Similar to the US dollar Japanese yen, it's come down to support now, starting to bounce up, and we just want to wait and see how price behaves going into the next year. So both of these charts showing signs for potential bullish behavior going through the rest of January. Now let's have a look at the pound US dollar. Just going to quickly have a look and see if there's any messages in the chat box. Nothing at the moment. I'll keep an eye on that just in case a message does come through. So the pound US dollar, it's looking bearish for December at the moment, but still in this wide zonal area of consolidation. We have resistance at 1.4396 and we have support at 1.0348. So December turned into an indecision candle, and price has started to decline this month. And if you look where my crosshair is, price has come down to this level. This line here is what we call a monthly PIV 9 support level, and this is at 1.1909. So price is just around this area, which is a strong level of support, and if this level holds, then we may see a bounce to the upside, but if it fails, then we could see further moves to the downside. And the next major level based on this time frame is the next monthly PIV 9 level below at 1.1414. On the weekly time frame, the trend filter is grey. As you can see here, price came up to the 50 simple moving average. It acted as resistance and has forced price to the downside below this 1.20 round number. So this, let's see how price closes for the day. If price closes above the 1.2 round number, then this could act as a support level and we could see a further moves to the upside. But if we have a close below the round number, then we may well see further moves to the downside going through the rest of the month. And on the daily time frame, here we can see price is displaying red candles and is below the 200 simple moving average. And so the prior move was forming lower lows and lower highs, and then we saw a pullback. You see it's quite choppy, so this is classed as a pullback, a correction, and we're now waiting to see whether price will resume this previous downtrend. So Undecided right now, but let's see how price progresses. If we start to see a pattern of lower lows and lower highs, that will be our indication that price is likely to move further to the downside. The euro dollar on the monthly time frame. This is also in a, let me just draw in a box here. So we have a wide area of consolidation, and this was formed from March 2015. Price continued to move sideways until we had a breakdown below support in July 2022. So price came down, pulled back. We expected to see price use the consolidation support turned resistance as a resistance area. We've normally when price breaks out of consolidation, it usually comes back to hit the zone and then moves back in the direction, but that's not what happened here. Price moved further into consolidation and came up to the next level of resistance. This monthly PIV9 at 1.0639 has failed here now and is starting to appear bearish. So this month's candle is bearish. We now want to see a move back out of consolidation and a move further to the downside. What may happen is sort of a clear room for price to maneuver. We do have the 1.10 round number, but that may not act as a strong level of resistance. And if this area is broken, then we could see price move towards this resistance area as well. So some potential here on the horizon for the euro dollar. We just need to wait and see, wait for support and resistance levels to be broken to determine where price is likely to head next. On the weekly time frame, the bars are currently green. Prices moved above the 50 simple moving average. It's now dipped to the downside. It's used the 50 as support. And if there's a bounce from here, then we should see a move further to the upside. There's that 1.10 round number I mentioned on the weekly. Then on the monthly. Then we also have the 200 simple moving average above that. If this area does fail, then we could see further declines in the euro dollar. The daily time frame, just gonna get rid of this line. The bars are currently red. Price is above the 200 simple moving average. We had a prior bearish trend, so lower lows and lower highs, and then price started to correct. And this is just a potential pullback for now, and appears to be that price is trying to continue this downtrend. We just need to wait for a pattern of lower lows and lower highs, and also we want to wait and see whether price will dip below the 200 simple moving average. If it does, then further bearish moves on the horizon. But if price finds support and moves up, then as I mentioned on the monthly, we have some clear space above price and a potential to collect profit and pips from this Forex pair. Okay, that concludes the analysis for the day. I'm going to have a last quick look at the chat just to see whether there are any questions. A bit quiet today. Feel free to type questions even when this is off air, when the stream ends, because the messages will still come through to us and we will be able to answer your messages. And also, we can also do another live stream to answer the questions as well there. Hope you all enjoyed today's market overview for the Forex market and were able to take a lot from this market. It is quiet at the moment, but remember, when the Forex market moves, it moves fast, and the moves generally last for a few months, not unlike these stops in a short period of time. Do follow us, and also if you want to get live updates of the market, we do have a private members group, so check the link below this video in our profile and join us there. Hopefully see you all on the next live stream, and don't forget to follow and like